Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How are y'all doing on this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Thursday? Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining. Listen, today's conversation is something that I feel like needs to be had on a regular and recurring basis. But this is the first time that we're going to have this conversation here on Nick at Noon. And the thing about it is nobody's coming to tap you on your shoulder and tell you you're ready. So what are you waiting for? Like, what are you waiting for? In this episode, we are going to be talking about the habit that quietly costs women years of income, opportunity, and financial security, and that is waiting to be chosen. Because the fact of the matter is, waiting to feel ready is not a strategy. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Waiting to feel ready is not a strategy. It is just fear with a calendar. And I know that's not what people want to hear, but I have watched far too many professional women spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years spinning their wheels and circling an idea. They had the skills to execute on that idea from day one. And I'm not going to keep saying it softly. Nobody is coming to tap you on your shoulder. Nobody is going to look at your resume, your experience, your years of expertise and say, now you're ready to build something for yourself. Listen, that door does not exist. And the sooner you stop waiting for someone to open it for you, the sooner you can stop depending upon one paycheck to hold your entire financial life together. Because here's the part that doesn't get said out loud enough, particularly in this industry. Your job is not a guarantee. It never was. You just got comfortable enough to stop thinking about it. And that comfort is exactly what's keeping you from building the thing that could actually give you options. The thing that can actually give you options. Welcome back to another episode of Nick at Noon. My name is Nick Scott. I'm the founder and CEO of Her Income Edit. We are an online education platform where we help professional women turn their existing skills into coaching, income, and digital products so they can build multiple streams of income beyond a single paycheck. If you are excellent at what you do, underpaid for what you know, and starting to question whether your job is your only option, you are in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss a beat. If you haven't already, I encourage you to go get your notebook and your pen or whatever it is you take notes on. Share this episode with your biz bestie or with a woman who might need to hear what I'm about to say. And if you have any questions or comments as we're going through this conversation, drop them in the chat if you're watching live, or if you're watching the replay, you can leave your feedback and questions in the comment sections and I will get to them there. Before we get into today's episode, I do need to mention very, very quickly, because what I'm about to say ties directly to today's episode. Registration for Her Income Lab is officially open, y'all. Her Income Lab, if you haven't heard about it yet or by now, Her Income Lab is a live working session and it is happening on May 30th. And this is where women are going to build a high ticket coaching offer in real time. This is not another webinar where you take notes and revisit the workbook 3 months later. We are building your offer in real time in that room. You will leave with your offer, your pricing, your positioning, your pitch, and you're going to leave with your second income stream in motion. So there are only 30 seats available, and once those 30 seats are gone, they are gone. Like, this is not, oh my goodness, I'm opening up 5 more seats type of situation. I don't do that type of fake urgency around here. Like, there's 30 seats, and once they're gone, they're gone. So if you've been sitting on your skills, sitting on your ideas, or sitting on that thing people keep telling you that you should charge for, The link for Her Income Lab is down in the description, or you can visit my website at herincomeedit.com/workshop. Okay? Now, let's get into this conversation. I think waiting has become so normalized for women in a way that people don't talk about enough. And that's exactly why I'm having this conversation. We wait until we feel ready. We wait until we feel confident. We wait until we know, quote unquote, enough. We wait until somebody validates the idea. We wait until the timing feels perfect. And meanwhile, days and weeks and months and years go by. And I cannot tell you how many women I've talked to who have had the same idea sitting in their head for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. The same business idea, y'all, the same coaching idea, the same digital product, the same consulting offer. It's been in their head for years. And every single year, these women say, I'll start next year, maybe next year. I need a little bit more time. I just need another certification. I need to get another degree. I just need to learn a little bit more first. I need to take another course. And while they're waiting, somebody with half their experience, they get started. And that's the crazy part, because readiness is not what creates momentum. Movement creates momentum. And I really think women underestimate how much skills they already have, because that expertise, it comes naturally to them. Like, you've been doing something for so long, you no longer recognize it as something that's valuable. But at the same time, somebody else is struggling with the exact same thing that comes easily for you. The way you communicate, the way you organize, the way you solve problems, the way you lead teams, the way you onboard people, the way you strategize, the way you navigate difficult conversations, the way you manage projects, and the way you create systems, those are skills. And those skills create income. Somewhere along the way, women got conditioned to believe that income only comes from formal employment. Like, someone has to hire you for your knowledge in order for it to have value. And that mindset right there, it keeps women financially dependent on one stream of income for way too long. But here's the truth. Your skills are assets, whether or not your employer recognizes them. And I know when people hear start a business, they immediately imagine quitting their jobs tomorrow and becoming full-time entrepreneurs overnight. And that is not what I'm saying. That is not what Her Income Edit is about. What I am saying is your paycheck should not be your only plan. And that right there is a different mindset, because a second stream of income, it changes everything about how you move through life. Like, it literally changes the way you think, how you negotiate, how you tolerate unhealthy environments, and how you prepare for uncertainty. And real talk, sometimes a second stream of income changes your confidence before it changes your bank account. Hello, somebody. Hello. Thanks for joining. The thing is, because once you realize you can create income outside of your job, you stop feeling trapped. Listen, I'm not saying this because jobs are bad, or because careers are bad, or because ambition is bad, because it's not. Like, who doesn't love a consistent paycheck that is paid in full, on time, every time? Who doesn't? If you love it, give this video a thumbs up. I love it. I'm giving this video a thumbs up. I'm saying this because one stream of income is vulnerable. And a lot of women, they know that intellectually, but emotionally, they'll still operate like, well, if I just work harder, everything will eventually work itself out. Listen, inflation is inflating. Groceries are grocerying. The mortgage is mortgaging. And in all seriousness, y'all, companies are making decisions based off profit margins and not your loyalty. So if your entire financial future depends on one paycheck, that deserves a conversation. And we're having that conversation. And here is the part that I really, 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 really want you to hear. The women building real flexibility right now, they're not necessarily the smartest women in the room. They're not always the most experienced or the most qualified. A lot of times, the women that are building real flexibility right now, they're simply the women who stopped waiting for permission and started leveraging the skills that they already had. And today I want to talk about why waiting to be chosen is costing so many women years of opportunity, so many years of additional income, confidence, freedom, and safety. I believe there are women watching this right now who are literally one decision away from completely changing the trajectory of their lives and their legacy. And it's not because they need to become somebody else, it's because they finally realize that what they already know has value. Now, here's the thing about all this. I really need us to normalize this conversation without making it fear-based, because this is not doom and gloom content. This is not low vibrational content. This is preparedness content. And I know people sometimes hear conversations about multiple streams of income and think, oh, people are just being dramatic. My company would never. I am safe. I'm good. I know people hear that conversation and think those things. And maybe you are good. But companies are safe until they're not. Industries are stable until they're not. Positions are protected until they're not. Listen, in the past 2 years, we've watched entire industries shift in a matter of months. And the women who suffered the most financially were often the women who had no additional streams of income, no leverage, and no plan outside of their job. And that's why I say multiple streams of income are not a luxury. It's not a luxury conversation anymore, y'all. This is a safety conversation. This is a stability conversation. This is a risk management conversation. And women especially need to hear this, because women are often, we're socialized to prioritize safety over ownership. We were taught to get a stable job, get the benefits, get the retirement plan, and stay secure. Were you taught that? That's the way I was brought up. Give this video a thumbs up if I'm not the only one. But nobody talks enough about the emotional risk of depending entirely on one employer. Because when one paycheck controls your entire lifestyle, fear gets louder. And then what happens is fear literally affects your decisions. It affects your confidence. It affects what you tolerate and how long you stay in environments that you've outgrown. Am I telling the truth here? Am I talking to myself? Come on, somebody. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining. And this is why I care so much about helping women build streams of income rooted in skills that they already have. Listen, I don't want you to miss this. I do this because I don't think enough women realize how accessible this is, especially in coaching. And before some of y'all click off because you hear the word coaching, let me explain something. A coach is not just somebody screaming affirmations online. Coaching at its core is guidance, it's support and transformation. Coaching is helping people get from one place to another using the skills and experience you already have. And there are women who are sitting on literal years of experience who have no idea that what they know could become income simply because nobody ever framed it in a way that made sense to them before. Because you've been trained to think, if I'm good at something, I should put it on my resume. You haven't been trained to think, if I'm good at something, maybe I can monetize it. And that mindset shift right there changes everything. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining. All right, so now I want to talk about permission for a minute because this is the real issue. This is the root of the issue for a lot of women. It's not capability, it's not, you know, the lack of skills, it's permission. Some women are not lacking talent, they're lacking self permission. And those two are very different problems because there are women watching this right now who absolutely have enough skills and knowledge to help people right now, today, not after the next course or certification or once they figure out the perfect niche. But those women are waiting for somebody else to confirm it first. I'm here to confirm it right now. I'm confirming it. If you're waiting for it, consider this your confirmation. But if you're not waiting for me, maybe you're waiting on a boss to confirm it, a mentor, a spouse, a friend, the internet, a certification, a sign from the heavens. You don't need all that. Because while you're waiting for that, women creating additional income streams decided that they were going to move before they felt fully validated. And can I tell you something else? Women have normalized over preparing because it feels safer than being visible. And that one right there might sting a little, but it's true. Sometimes what we call being responsible is fear wearing business casual because you're constantly researching, constantly planning, constantly learning, constantly tweaking, but never actually moving. So you feel productive without ever taking any risk. And I understand why. Like, I get it. It's because visibility is vulnerable. Starting is vulnerable. And building something new is vulnerable. But here's what's also vulnerable: having one stream of income in an unpredictable economy. That is vulnerable too. Would you agree with that? And some women have spent so much time trying to avoid the vulnerability of building something that they've completely ignored the vulnerability of depending upon one single paycheck. Because I'm just going to say it. Your job can make a decision tomorrow that changes your entire financial situation, and you have zero control over that. And the way that I see it, that right there should concern more people more than trying to do something new or to start something new. And this is why I keep saying that your skills are your leverage. It's not your title, it's not your company, it's not your business card, it is your skills. Because your skills, they travel, your skills scale, your skills transfer, your skills create opportunities. Your job can disappear, but your expertise stays with you. And that's a powerful place to be in. Most women who say they're building a coaching business aren't building coaching businesses at all. They're building the idea of one. There's a website with no offer. There's content that goes out daily with no clear ask. There's a framework with a name, but there's no clients. And I say that not to be harsh, but I truly believe that women deserve someone who will say the thing for what it is. Because saying the thing for what it is a form of respect. So you can post every single day and never make $1 if there is no specific price, position, offer that a real person can say yes to. Posting without positioning is just content. Preparing without an offer is just research. And listen, if you are taking notes, I want you to write that down because I really want this to stick. In your notebook, I want you to write posting without positioning is just content. And preparing without an offer is just research. And the reason women avoid making the offer is because a specific offer, it makes you visible in a way that vague content doesn't. But vague language that fits everyone gets paid by no one. It gets paid by no one. Now, I believe that coaching is one of the most overlooked opportunities for women because because people hear coaching and then they just start to assume I don't know enough or that nobody would pay them or they feel like they're not an expert or this is every single time. They immediately start to think about social media and then feel like, well, I don't have a huge audience. And honestly, that mindset right there is rooted in comparison. Like you're comparing your normal to someone else's starting point. But there are people right now who are searching for help with the things you already know how to do. People pay for clarity, they pay for support, they pay for guidance, they pay for shortcuts. People pay for accountability. And what I love most about coaching is that it allows women to leverage what they already know instead of constantly starting from scratch. So many women, too many women, myself included, we do not need another idea. I don't need another idea. You don't need another idea. What we need is another stream of income. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to become an influencer or go viral or quit your job tomorrow. You need leverage. And coaching gives women leverage because it allows them to monetize the skills that they already have. Now, here's the other thing. Some of y'all are already coaching for free every single day. You're coaching at work, inside your group chats. You're helping coworkers figure out how to navigate something. You're helping friends make decisions. You're helping people organize their lives and solve problems already. You are already doing it. You are already coaching. You just haven't positioned it yet. And that is such an important distinction that I'm making because I think women assume they need to become somebody entirely different than who they already are in order to create another stream of income, and you don't. A lot of times you simply need to recognize the value in what it is that you already know. Now, let me make this more concrete because monetize your skills sounds great until you cannot see it in yourself or for yourself. So, I'm about to give you a few examples. The woman who spent 12 years in HR knows how to navigate difficult conversations, build people systems, manage conflict, and help organizations function better. That is a coaching business. The woman who spent 15 years in nonprofit fundraising knows how to build donor relationships, write compelling stories, manage campaigns, and get people to say yes to big asks. That is a consulting offer. The woman who spent a decade in healthcare administration, she knows how to manage complex systems, create processes under pressure, and communicate across departments in ways that keep everything moving. That is a course, a workshop, or a coaching program. The point here is the skills you've built through your career, they don't belong to your job, they belong to you. And the difference between the women who turn those skills into income and the women who don't, it's not expertise because both of those groups have expertise. The difference is a decision. And that decision is to take what they know and realize that it has value outside of the context of their 9 to 5. And I believe once women understand that, everything changes because suddenly women will stop asking, what business should I start? And they'll start asking, how can I leverage the skills I already have? Because that's the better question. And here's how I want you to find your answer. Here's how I want you to find the answer to that question. Think about who in your life comes to you without being asked. Think about the coworker who sends you the long message because she doesn't know what to do. Or what about a friend who calls when she's stuck on something that you've already solved? Or what about the person in your network who starts every single conversation they have with you with, can I ask you something? Because here's what I want you to recognize. Those people are not coming to you by accident. They're coming to you because something you know solves something they're struggling with. And that's your offer. That thing right there that you saw for them, that's your offer. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining. So, one of the saddest things is how many women delay building the life they want because they're waiting to feel ready. And I just need to say this clearly. You are never going to feel fully ready. Most people who built successful businesses, they don't start from certainty. They started from necessity. They started from curiosity, frustration, desire for more options, desire for more freedom, desire for more control over their future. And I think more women would move if they stopped putting so much pressure on the first step. Because sometimes women hear build another income stream and immediately imagine building $1 million empire overnight, and that pressure becomes paralyzing. But what if the goal right now was to simply build one stream outside of your paycheck? Just one. What if that was the goal? What if the goal was to create breathing room, create leverage, and create options? Because options change everything for you. They let you leave environments that no longer align. Options let you make decisions from peace instead of panic. Who wants more peace in their life? Options let you think long term and stop feeling trapped. And I really want women, I need women to understand that building another income stream isn't greed, it's preparedness, especially now. The women who thrive financially in the next decade are not going to be the women who only know how to earn income in one way. Let me say that again. The women who are going to thrive financially in the next decade are not going to be the women who only know how to earn income in one way. They're going to be the women who know how to leverage their skills in multiple ways. That is the shift, and it is happening right now, right before our eyes. And it doesn't start with quitting your job or blowing up your life or becoming a different person. I just cannot stress that enough. It starts with a decision that you're more than a job description on your last offer letter. It starts with recognizing that what you've spent years building inside of someone else's company can now be used to build something for you. The skills are there. Your experience is there. The value is there. And it's been there the whole time. The only thing that's been missing is your decision to use it. And one of the most important things that I can do on this channel is give women permission to see themselves differently. Not as employees waiting to be chosen, but as experts who already have what it takes to create income, impact, and options on their own terms. And I want that for you. I want that for you. not the future version of you who has more credentials or more followers or more certainty. I want it for you right now. I want it for the woman you already are, because what you have is more than enough to start. So if you take nothing else from today's conversation, let it be this. Stop waiting for somebody to tap you on your shoulder and tell you you're ready to build more for yourself. Nobody is coming in to hand you another stream of income. They're not. Nobody's coming to create options for your future, Nobody's coming to build your backup plan for you. That decision belongs only to you, and it's only one you can make. And the beautiful part about all this is you probably already have more than enough to start. You have more skills than you realize, more experience than you acknowledge, and more value than you've been given yourself credit for. I promise. Your job was never meant to be your only plan, and your skills were never meant to stay trapped inside somebody else's company forever. So if you're ready to start leveraging what you already know, guess what? Registration for Her Income Lab is open right now. Her Income Lab is a live one-day workshop. It is happening on May 30th at 9 a.m. Eastern. And inside of this session, I will help you identify the skills you already have, position those skills properly, and start building income streams rooted in your real-life expertise. You won't be starting from scratch or pretending to be somebody else or chasing random trends online. We are going to be building your offer, and we are going to be building from what's already there. So general registration is $147 and the VIP is $297. So head over to herincomeedit.com/workshop, or you can click the link down in the description. Get your seats, or if you're feeling real fancy, you can drop lab in the comments and I will send you the direct link, okay? Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Nik at Noon. If you found value in anything that I said today, give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and turn your notifications on so you don't miss a beat. I am here Monday through Friday at noon Mountain Time. Nik at Noon. Thanks so much for joining. Don't forget to get your seat for Her Income Lab. Head over to my website at herincomeedit.com/workshop, or you can click the link down in the description and come back tomorrow. We're going to have a good conversation tomorrow, all right?